Hello bachcho, have you heard of decimal numbers? Okay, let me tell you some decimal numbers like 2.43, 0.95, 1.23 ये सब decimal number है. So when I'm pronouncing 1.23, so 1 represents the whole and 0.23 represents the part of that whole. So basically the left side of the dot represents your whole number and right side of the dot represents part of that whole. So don't you get scared of decimals. It is nothing else but number representation of these fractions only. Okay, so let me show you how actually decimal number we write. So now I will use this cube and a flat square and a rod and blocks to explain decimal place values. So let's start. Now let's visualize 1.23, how we can represent it in the place value chart of decimal. So let me tell you, this I am taking it as my whole. So this I can represent in my left side, that is whole part is my 1. So this is my 1 whole. So how many of these rods can cover this flat? 10 of them. Okay. So 2 of them represents 2 by 10. As I told you, decimal is nothing but another way of representing fraction. So you see this 2 represents my 2 by 10. Okay. So this is my 10th place. And what is this 3? This is my 100th place. So if I am using this small blocks, so how many of them can cover this? It's obviously 100 of them. So in the 100th plot, what I can represent? 3 of this. So this is my 3 by 100. Okay. So this is 1. Here is the point. We separates the whole from the fractional part of that whole. So 1.23. Let me show you. So now let's visualize 1.123. So for that I will use this cube because there are 3 places after this decimal point, that is 10th place, 100th place and 1000th place. So for that I am using this cube as my whole, and you know this 10 of this square flat can cover this cube. So one of them I will keep it as my 10th place. Okay. Now let's represent my 100th place. 100th place is your this rods, because 100 of these rods can cover this cube. So 2 of them represents your 100th place, and these blocks of 1000 can cover this cube. So 3 part of them represents this 3 by 1000. So now you can visualize this is my 1.123. So tell me now, which is a greater decimal and which is your smaller decimal, 1.29 or 1.3? Think and answer me in the next class. As you have already visualized the concept of decimal, I hope your decimal concept is now clear. So let's see how far you have understood this concept. See you in the next video. Bye bye. Subscribe to my channel. Stay tuned. Take care.